Hey, and welcome to Nooch Pips, quick hit, in-depth reviews of every character card in LEGO Star Wars Battles. Today on Nooch Pips, we're looking at the ATRT. That is the offensive tank walker. Well, it's a walker, yeah, offensive walker, 1-unit walker for the light side. So per the card, it's a tank with ranged attack. Think of this walker like a baby AT-AT, but so much faster than its slowpoke daddy. Well, that's nice. Let's talk about the unit before Nooch gets into what he feels about it. So it does 157 damage, has 1,000 health, 5.2 speed. And if we look at the attack speed, it's 1.5 seconds. So remember that. And if we go to the dark side and kind of look at the counterpart, which is the Riot Walker, which Nooch calls the ATST, but 1,100 health, which is basically the same, a little bit more. Damage per second, 115. Damage 81, speed 112. So 115, come back to the ATRT, and damage per second 104, damage 157. It's basically the same unit because you see this is at level 6 and the ATST, the Riot Walker's at level 7. They're basically the same unit. It looks like at attack, the only difference is the attack speed. So which one fires faster is the question. And the answer is that the Riot Control Walker on the dark side fires faster and does about half the damage that the ATRT does. So the ATRT has a little bit slower firing pattern. Well, a little bit slower. It's 50% slower, and but it does more damage per shot. You know, those are the stats. That's the unit. It's a nice tanky unit, but at 5 energy, it's really difficult to use. We're going to show a video here where Nooch is able to use it successfully, and the benefit of it over an AT-AT or a clone tank. So let's look at the clone tank, which the clone tank does 165 damage and has 1,670 health, but it only damages towers. And our ATRT has well, almost as much damage, but damages everything it touches. But its health is more than 50% lower. So it's all right to get out in front of some units. You want to put it in front of like a flock of porgs maybe, or some Ewoks. That's great, but a seismic charge can still target all of them. Maybe the best way is to combine it with maybe a Luke or a Grenader or a Flame Trooper. That way you're covering all your bases, and you can keep all those units alive even after a seismic charge and still keep them moving along. Nooch does not really enjoy using the ATRT. Throw it in there every now and then just for fun or kicks or to see what's going on, but can't really highly recommend it. Maybe you found a great way to use it and you can let Nooch know in the comments. That would be great. But let's jump into some gameplay right now so we can watch how to use the ATRT successfully during a game. So here Nooch is playing Riker. We're going in, we're light side, so we're going to be using that ATRT. And let's see here. He drops a Flame Trooper, and we're going to counter with that ATRT right away. Yes, we are. So it's actually pretty decent against the Flame Trooper because it can take a lot of damage with a lot of health. So it looks like they're about even on giving each other damage, with the Flame Trooper a little ahead, but that Flame Trooper is a higher level. So probably at similar levels, they'd be very similar units. That Particle Beam is going to be a bane, really bad for the ATRT. If it gets matched up against that thing, it'll be dead in very short order. So Nooch is using some porgs here. There have been some Boomer Balls dropped and a seismic charge. Now Nooch has 2 towers up to Riker's 1, and Riker is, well, is a little bit ahead on energy. So Riker has a little bit of an advantage. We're going to Boomer Ball the sniper just a little bit early. If we'd have waited just a tad second more, we could have had those battle droids wiped out and then taken care of the IG-88 with Ewoks. But still, actually, at the end of the day, we would have had about 3 Ewoks out after the sniper as well. So we get about the same result. Okay, so we got porgs. We're waiting for some more ATRT action, and they're stunned us up. So we're here at a stalemate again. And Nooch is saving up. We're waiting. It's always good to wait. If you're up, especially if you're ahead, which Nooch is with 2 towers, wait and see what they're going to do. So are we going to counter again? So Nooch uses a bomber for a little extra value and to get that middle tower within bomber range. So that bomber hit the flame trooper, get to knock down his health. At the same time, it brought down the health of that middle tower, so it's a little easier to kill, and it's within range of one more bomber run, and that's kind of the goal there and what Nooch was thinking. So you haven't dropped the ATRT again. That's part of the value thing, you know. It's tough for Nooch wants to show you the examples, but it's tough to drop a unit that you just don't feel confident in, and that's going to really be the truth. So if you're going to play the ATRT, you need to feel some confidence in how it works and what it can do. Now this seems like a really good spot for that ATRT, and there you go. Because even if Darth Vader uses a special on it, which I'd imagine he's going to, we're trying to lure out that special right now. Although instead we lure out the seismic charge, then he drops the special, and both those together take out the ATRT, but they've kind of done their job, except Nooch dropped porgs right for the bomber. Oh boy, we're way behind. Oh, whoa, is this time for a heroic ATRT run? Here he comes against the Flame Trooper. That particle beam, oh, we got the seismic charge. We're within one more shot of our particle beam dying. We launch the Boomer Balls. The ATRT takes out the troopers and finishes off the tower. How about that? Heroic ATRT. Well, congratulations to that ATRT, even though Nooch isn't really excited about it. It worked today. And that's all we have, but clearly from this video, you can see Nooch too good.